There are different ways or methods to achieve a puff sleeve. In this video, I'll be showing you how I achieved this puff sleeves for a beautiful 4-year-old princess using the slash and spread method. Hi soulmates, welcome back to the channel Expert Empire. To my returning subscribers, thanks a bunch guys, and if you're seeing this channel for the first time, you're most welcome. For the puff sleeve, you can use the same method to draft the sleeve for an adult as well. If this looks like what you're interested in, then let's get started. I'll be using this little piece of pattern paper to draft the sleeve, and this is the required measurement I'm working with. The sleeve length is 4 inches, the round sleeve is 8 inches, while the armhole is 6 inches. Actually, the total sleeve length is 5 inches, but I'll be making use of 4 inches because the remaining 1 inch will be used to make the round sleeve because I'll be using elastic band for the sleeve. What I'll do first is to come down by ½ inch from this starting point here and then rule a straight line using my ruler. Next, I'll measure the sleeve length, which is 4 inches, and mark and then rule a straight line. Next, from the starting point here, I'll come down by 2 inches and then connect with a straight line like so. So on this line is where the armhole measurement is going to be placed, okay? So remember, the armhole I'm working with is 6 inches. I'll just go ahead and measure 6 inches like so, and then I'll mark it there. Next, I'll slant my measuring tape like so, and then divide what I have there into 2 and mark the midpoint like so. Next, what I'll do is I'll bring my armhole curve and then connect it upward like so. Then I'll flip it over like this and then connect the armhole. Next, what I'm going to do is to take the round sleeve measurement, okay? So the round sleeve I'm working with is 8 inches, as you can see. Divided by 2 will give me 4 inches. I'll mark it right there and then I'll connect it just little slant like so. So after that, I'll come down by ½ inch, which is going to be the joining allowance, okay? The seam allowance to join the other 1 inch I'll be using for the band. I'm supposed to add 1 inch seam allowance, but because the paper is not enough, I'll just add about 0.75 inches, then I'll add up the remaining 0.25 on the fabric when I'm cutting it out. I hope you understand. So I'll just go ahead and connect it like so for the seam allowance for joining, and then I would connect it like so and connect that slant also. And the essence for this is so that there will not be shortage when I'm joining the sleeve, okay? So after that, I'll go ahead and cut out the pattern. Now this is the sleeve and it is ready. The next step that we're going to take now is to go ahead and draw slanted lines, okay? So I've drawn lines on this pattern, and as you can see, I trimmed off a little bit from the front armhole because the front is not the same as the back, okay? So the measurement I used is 1 inch, okay? I just mark 1 inch and then rule the straight line like so. So next, I'm going to go ahead and open the center of the sleeve like so. Just open it up to that ½ inch. You can see what I'm doing, just to that point, okay? A little bit, and then I'll go ahead and slash others. Remember, we are using slash and spread method for this puff sleeve. So this is what I had after I was done slashing through the pattern, okay, the sleeve pattern. Now it's time to spread, and this is how you're going to go about spreading it. You spread each of them like so. Sorry guys, I didn't know my camera stopped recording, and that's why I'm going to explain this, okay? So you can see I've already placed it on my fabric and spread it. So I'll explain what I did. So for this middle part, I spread that part by 3 inches, okay? So for other sides, I spread them by 0.5 inches. You can do more, okay? The more you spread them, the more puffy your sleeve comes out, okay? For the seam allowance, I added ½ inch to join it to the dress, okay? And you can see this is the front and back. I went ahead to label it before slashing and spreading. That's very important, okay? So, and you can see I taped it down with sellotape, okay? And I also went ahead to notch those points. You can see I notched each of the points where I spread the sleeve, okay? And I also notched the center. What I'm going to do next is to go ahead and take off the sellotape, okay? Just carefully take it off. You can keep this pattern and use it later for another outfit. Okay, so I'm not going to throw it away. I'm going to use it another time. So I'll just gently take off the sellotape. Okay, I'll go ahead and take off the sellotape here as well. All right, so after doing that, I would keep the pattern paper aside. All right, you can see this is what it looks like. I'll just keep it aside, and then our sleeve is ready. You can see what we have. Okay, it's not looking like it now, but by the time we do what we're supposed to do, it will come out nice. Okay, you can see I've marked the front and the back because my fabric is actually looking the same, the front and the back. So now this is what you're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and then pleat. Okay, you can see, so this is the sleeve. I've gone ahead to pleat each of those points that I notched on each other to have this puffy look that I have here. And you can see this is the 1 inch I'll be attaching to the sleeve. Okay, and I already cut out my elastic band as well. Okay, so the width of the extra fabric that I'll be adding, I cut out about 3 inches, and the length is about 14 inches. What I'm going to do next is to take the sleeve like so. You can see I notched the midpoint already, so I'll go ahead and place it on this other piece that I have, and then I'll pin it down. Okay, right sides facing each other, I'll pin it down like so, making sure they match together. So after pinning it down, what I'll do next is to take it to the sewing machine and stitch this way with 1/2 inch. After that, I'll flip it over like so, so that the right side is facing me, and I'll turn it in with 1/2 inch like so. Okay, I'll fold that part in and then stitch it down. All right, so I'm folding in 1/2 inch. All right, that way we have made use of our 1 inch extra that we added. So after stitching on it like that, I'll take the elastic band and then fix it. All right, so the measurement of the elastic band is 7 inches. Okay, so I made use of 7 inches for the elastic band. So this is what it looks like. You can see how puffy and cute this sleeve is looking. I know it's looking so small. Of course it looks small because it's not for an adult, it's for a 4-year-old baby girl. Okay, so if you're making for an adult, it will definitely look bigger, and you can make it more voluminous. Okay, more puffy. So this is the dress I'm attaching it to. I'll just go ahead and match it with the armhole and then stitch it together. All right, so you can see this is a mono strap dress, and I just want to attach this puffy sleeve to it to make it look nice, more beautiful. Okay, if you want yours to be more puffy at that part, you can extend that 3 inches that I used. Okay, you can use 4 inches or more depending on how wide you can spread your sleeve. Okay, you can see the sleeve. I so love the sleeve. You can see the inside. Look at the elastic band, well fixed, and then the stitch is looking so nice and neat. And this is the final look of this lovely sleeve on my beautiful princess. You like? Of course you do. I so much love the outcome of this puff sleeve, and it's looking so beautiful. If you would like to know how I made this monostrap dress for my beautiful princess, let me know in the comment section so that I will drop the video on this channel and you can watch it to learn 1 or 2 things. Okay, and with this, we've come to the end of this lovely and interesting tutorial. And if you find this video helpful, please give it a massive thumbs up. Click on the subscribe button if you're not yet subscribed, and make sure you turn on your post notification bell so you get notified each time I upload a new video. You can also share this video with your fellow soulmates, family and friends. And to my returning subscribers, thanks a bunch, guys. I really appreciate you all. Thank you, and God bless you. Please let me know in the comment section if you'll be making this puff sleeve for yourself or your beautiful princess. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.